So today we will discuss the doubt class number 8. Here it is, and lots of the doubts have been here. So we will discuss it all. Okay. So first doubt it was. So sometimes the question is asked from the permutations and combinations also. So 2022 में दिसंबर में भी एक PYQ है. Yes, yes. Ask it, right? You ask it. जितने सारे डाउट्स है वो आप पूछिए, ठीक है, आप बिल्कुल पूछिए, जितने डाउट्स हो सकते हैं हम कंप्लीट करने की कोशिश करेंगे. इफ एनी डाउट्स रिमेन, ठीक है, अगर कोई डाउट्स क्लास में डिस्कस नहीं हो पाती है एंड इफ इट इज रिमेंड, so that we will publish on the website and you can go through that links. Okay, we will share the link with you. First I will try to uh, clear it in the classes only. If it is not cleared and if it is remained, so definitely I will post it on the website and I will share with the link with you in the group and you can have that. Okay. Sir, in December 2022, there was a paper of the UGC-NET. No, December तो हम लोग दे ही रहे हैं, right? We are giving the exam of the December 2022, right? We are giving the exam which is to be conducted on the 3rd of the March. That is of the 2022. Yes. Okay, 2021. So we have to look back in that. So we will discuss less. Will गो थ्रू द डाउट्स. पहले हम इसको डाउट्स को, जितने डाउट्स उसको हम क्लियर कर लेते हैं, फिर हम आपके सारे क्वेश्चंस को हम सॉल्व करेंगे इफ द टाइम इज लेफ्ट. ओके, सो फर्स्ट विल ट्राई टू कवर योर डाउट्स व्हिच यू हैव आस्क्ड टू अस. ओके, चलिए तो स्टार्ट करते हैं. यहाँ पे सबसे पहले आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा, एक मैथ्स का क्वेश्चन से, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन से, गो थ्रू इट. परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशंस का क्वेश्चन है, मैथ्स का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर्स है ये, और बहुत ही लेस क्वेश्चंस आए हैं इस चैप्टर से. मुश्किल से मुझे लगता है 1 से 2 बार क्वेश्चंस आए हैं, बट अगर क्वेश्चंस आ गया ऐसा क्वेश्चंस तो आप कैसे करेंगे? So it is very much easy. Like here, the questions you read it. If you understand the question, mathematical question is like that. When you understand more in depth into the questions, you will answer automatically, right? Answer अपने आप आ जाएगा. थोड़ा सा उसमें आपको formula याद रखना. Maths, in the maths, there is one important thing that you have to keep in mind. That is formula. Formula is very much important. Whether you go for the ratio, percentage, cost price and selling price formulas, discount और परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशंस, सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, टाइम, जो भी चीजें जितने सब फॉर्मूला के बेस पे है मैथमेटिक्स. सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इट, राइट? सो see here the questions. It is of the permutation and combinations chapters in the mathematics. So a group of the 7 members having a majority of the boys is to be formed out of the 6 boys and the 4 girls. What here it is saying that एक 7 member का एक ग्रुप फॉर्म होना है जिसमें बॉयज की मेजोरिटी होगी, राइट? बॉयज की मेजोरिटी होगी और 7 मेंबर का एक ग्रुप होगा जिसमें 6 बॉयज एंड 4 गर्ल्स फॉर्म्ड आउट ऑफ द 6 बॉयज. टोटल हियर इट इज द टोटल नंबर ऑफ बॉयज इज हाउ मच? टोटल नंबर ऑफ बॉयज हियर इट इज 6, right? That is boys. And total number of the girls here it is 4, that is girls. So out of the 6 boys and out of the 4 girls, you have to make the group, and in that group there should be the member of the 7 members. Total members should be of the 7, and in that group majority of the boys should be. Okay, terms and conditions are there in order to form the group. That is, first terms condition it is that majority of the boys should be there. The second condition is that total member of the group should be 7. Okay, so 2 conditions, terms and condition you have to follow when you are forming the group. Okay, so the total number of the boys and the girls it is given, that is 6 and 4 respectively. See here the formula of the permutation and combination, and here the question is asking that number of the ways the group can be formed. कितना वे है जो जिससे ग्रुप बनाया जा सकता है. So see here, you have to go through the formula, that is the NCR, that is N here and C and R, right? So it is of the factorial, n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, so you have to go through it. So what is it is here? So अगर हम देखें इसमें कितने ग्रुप्स फॉर्म हो सकते हैं, तो यहाँ पर 3 केसेस आते हैं, राइट? फर्स्ट केस, सेकंड केस, थर्ड केस. ओके, सो फर्स्ट केस here it will be 4 boys and 3 girls, that is 4 plus 3, 7 members. Terms and condition 1 is it is followed. Majority of the boys here it is 4 boys is in the majority compared to the girls. Second case here it is the 5 plus 2, that is 7, 5 boys is in the majority, and that is and 6 boys and the 1 girls, right? 6 boys is in the majority and that total it is 7. So there will be 3 cases formed, right? So in 3 cases how many ways the group can be formed? कितना तरीका है जो ग्रुप फॉर्म हो सकता है? So we will individually find the combinations. Okay, we'll find the combinations of the all 3 cases individually, so that you have to follow this formula. आपको इस formula को follow करना है, और इस formula को follow करने के बाद आप देखेंगे that is what here it is. I am going with the 1 cases and you have to do accordingly. Okay, so here the formula it is that NCR, that is n factorial upon r factorial, and that is n minus r factorial. Okay, so n here it is what, that is first case here it is, that is 4c, and that is 3, that is 4 is the boys. Okay, c here it is that combination, and 3 here it is of the girls. Okay, so in this way here you have to go through it. So आपका अगर यहाँ पे देखेंगे n here it is of what, so 4 boys and 3 girls we have taken it here, out of the 6 boys and the 4 girls कितने टोटल हैं, यहाँ पे भी out of 6 boys and the 4 girls, out of the 6 boys and 4 girls. So we have to find the combinations out of the 6 boys and 4 girls only, right? So here we have taken apply the formula, that is NCR. So n will be of the, that is 6. 6 means that is n, it is the total number, right? N it is the total number of the boys, because we are finding the that majority here it is, that is 6, and that is here all will be the 6, that is n. N is the 6, that is boys. Okay, and C, that is combination, and that it will be different, right? So 4 here it is, that is R, right? So R it is here what, that is of the girls. Okay, so that is what here the combinations 6C4. So similarly here it is the 4C3, that is you have to follow this, the cases you have to take in the another way here. अगर आपको ये लेना है तो that is what it is here, and that is it is here. Okay, so similarly अगर आप देखेंगे 4 boys and 3 girls, here it is reflected here, 5 boys and 2 girls, right? 5 boys and 2 girls here it is. So in this case you have to also follow the same pattern. जिस तरीके से पैटर्न आप फॉलो करें, थोड़ा सा आप स्क्रीनशॉट इसमें लीजिएगा एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पैटर्न्स, एंड you have to find all the ways of the individually 60 plus 36 plus 4, and you will get the options, that is 100, right? No, there is no shortcut, you have to go through the formula, that is it is very much easy. You have to apply the formula only, it is very much easy, you can do it, right? So n it is here 6, आपको 6 यहाँ पे अप्लाई करना है, that is ठीक है, यहाँ पे आपको that is what here it is 6 boys, and that is here this is n is equal to 6 boys. Okay, and that is R would be different. Okay, R would be different according to that, here it is the boys and the girls, you have to find it. So here it is what, if you go through it, so this will be different, 4 5 and 6, here it is 3 2 1. Okay, similarly the that is upper n it is the fix, n it is the fixed, here it is 6 6 6, and here it is 4 4 4, right? So n it is very much common to find it, right? So we have to go through it. So factorial line निकालना आपका बहुत आसान है, that you know it, that how it is calculated. So if it is like that, so you can write it that 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, similarly here it is the 4 factorial, it is the 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and here it is 2 factorial, that is 2 into 1. So in this way you have to cut it, right? आपको सारी चीजें इस तरीके से कट करनी है. So here it will be 2 only, so 630 by 2 into 15, so you have got it 15, right? So here it is the 15. Similarly you have to find that 4 upon 3, right? 4 factorial upon 1 factorial into 3 factorial, that is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and here it is 1 into 3 into 2 into 1. So if you cut it, that here it will 4, so here it is the 4, 15 into 4, that is 60 ways. So it is calculation is very much easy, you have to apply on the formula. Okay, it is clear to everybody. So you go through these conditions, explanations, you will understand much better, and the answers will be the 100. Okay, is it clear to everybody? जल्दी से बताएंगे, because lots of the questions are there we have to cover. So go through the each and every patterns, and you will definitely able to get it, right? It is clear to all everybody? Yes, चलिए. Now coming to the second doubts, that is here. Second doubts here it is that primary function of the intrapersonal communication is, right? Primary function of the intrapersonal communication is, so it is very much easy, that is the reasoning. Reasoning is the correct answers. How it would be, see here, interpersonal communications, you know, the when you communicate with yourself, right? When it is communicated with the oneself, that is what the intrapersonal communication. So it is an internal conversation that occurs with a person's mind. हम अपने mind के साथ whether we have to form the decisions, whether you have to think critically, or the problem solving, these are the activities when you go through with the interpersonal communications. कभी भी आपको decision लेना होता है तो आप क्या करते हो, critical थिंकिंग करते हो, आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स जाते हो, तो आप खुद आपके माइंड रीजनिंग करता है विच वन इज करेक्ट, विच वन इज द बेस्ट, right? So you go through it, like for an example, lot of the favorite colors are there, right? Yeah, lot of the favorite movies are there which you watch. So you have to collect, you have to find it one. So what do, you go to based on the reasoning, right? You communicate with yourself to find the best, find the best out of the five. So that is what the reasonings here. Here you are also, you are going through the questions, you are reading, you no, nobody is there with you, nobody is there with you, you are reading the questions, you are reading the options, you are communicating with yourself, so what would be the best answer, what would be the appropriate answer. So you are interpreting yourself, you are communicating with yourself, you are critically thinking, right? You are problem, you are doing the problem solving, decision making, so which one would be the best answer. So that is what the reasoning here it is. So it may, we may conclude that the interpersonal communication, that is majorly, it is the appropriate answer is reasoning. All other options are the function of the interpersonal communications. I do not deny it. Yes, I accept it. These all are the functions of the interpersonal communications, but more appropriate here the answer, it is the reasoning. It is all clear to you, everybody? Rashi, it is clear? चलिए, okay, great. Okay, चलिए. So that is what here it is. Now coming to third doubt, here it is, that is identify the correct chronological order of the publications of the models. It is very much easy, and the options are given here, but the correct answer is here wrong. ठीक है, आपका बिल्कुल आंसर सही है, right? Your answer is very much right. That is, it starts from the Laswell model, right? Goes through the Shannon-Weber model, then followed by the Osgood and Sham model, and that is what the dance model. Okay, so here it is the answer, it is given here along with the years. So we will update it the answers. Okay, you have, I'm very much happy that and I'm very much proud of you also that you have doubted these questions and claimed to us, right? And that definitely we will update it. So it is very much good thing that when you go through this type of questions and you claim it, I very much happy, right? So that is what Harold Laswell model, that is, it is came in the, it was developed in the 1948, Shannon and Weaver model 1949, and Osgood model 1954, dance model, that is 1967. Okay, so you have to memorize the years. If you memorize the years of the models and theories and news agencies and the newspapers and the television channels, so definitely you are going to answer the chronological sequence type questions. Okay, it is very much important because five questions are come from the chronological order sequence questions, so you have to answer. So when you will answer, when you have to when you know and aware with the years, so when the models was developed, we have to know it. Okay, so it is clear to you all, everybody? So right answer would be the C. It is clear, everybody? Yes, correct. Chale, Rashi, it is clear to you because it's so doubt, so you have to answer that yes, it is correct. Okay, chale. So we will go through the little bit short explanations about the each and every model. So we will revise it. It is just for the quick revisions. So Harold Laswell model was proposed in 1948, which we had discussed now. So also known as the action model of the communication. So this may be the questions from UGC-NET, that is the which model is also known as the action model of the communication, that is Harold Laswell model of the communications. So according to this model, communication is defined at who says what to whom through which channel with what effect, which we had studied in the इंट्रोडक्शन टू जर्नलिज्म मास कम्युनिकेशन सिलेबस. ठीक है, जो यूनिट 1 था उसमें हमने डिस्कस किया था. सो इसको हम एक्शन मॉडल भी कहते हैं, इसको नोट डाउन कर लीजिए, इट इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, Shannon-Weaver model, it was proposed in the 1949, where the Shannon was mathematician, Weaver was the scientist, and it is also known as the mathematical model of the communications. Okay, this model focus on basically the transmission of the information and the communication process, which divided into the following elements, and these are the elements which are very much important in the Shannon-Weaver model communications, right? So source, encoder, channel, decoder, receiver, destinations. These all are the 6 theorists, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you have to memorize the 6 elements are there in the Shannon-Weaver model, which they had described from the source to the destinations. Okay, and this is also known as the telephonic communications. This model was basically proposed to improvise the telephonic communications. Okay, so this is the important model. Now coming to the third part, here it is the Osgood model, which was proposed in the 1954, and it is also known as the circular model of the communications, because senders become the receiver and receivers become the senders, so that's why it is the circulars, and the communication is called here, it is the circular process. It involves the encoding, decoding, feedback, and context, right? So each and everything, it is a very much important model, because here it is the feedback concept, here it is in. Okay, Now coming to the fourth here option, fourth model, that is dance model. So dance model was proposed in 1967, which is also known as the helical model of the communications, and you might have aware of it. So this is what this model emphasizes: the dynamic and continuous nature of the communications, because communication is continuous in the nature. Here it is, and suggests that communication is not a linear process but a circular one that is constantly evolving over the time. So it is never ending process. Communication, it is here called that it is never ending process. It is continuous in the nature, and communication is here not a linear, because here it is the circulars, it is keep on revolving, right? So that is over the times. Like for example, we from the childhood to young and young to the old, so it is what the communication is being developed over the time. So that is what here it is, the in the dance model it was proposed. The concept is clear everybody? जल्दी से बताएंगे क्लियर है, because we are going through fast. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा हम fast चल रहे हैं because lot of the doubts are here in the classes, and hope this doubt is clear to you all. Okay, चलिए, great. Now here the question 5, that is if feedback is considered as, feedback is considered is the another doubt. Here it is. So what would be the options? So C corrected the description, C corrected the motor actions, which is also not correct, and our answer was description cycle, which is also not correct. So this will also not be, this will also not be the right answer. We will the multilaterality. So what is the multilaterality? We will update the answers. Here it is. ठीक है, हम आंसर्स अपडेट करेंगे अपने क्वेश्चंस बैंक में. And what the concept here it is, why the multilaterality will be the right answer of this question. So feedback is considered. So what the feedback it is, we have gone through the circular model of the communications, which we had discussed just now. So feedback, so let's talk about the first thing, that is feedback. Feedback is an essential element of the communications process. It involves the receiver's response to the masses, because we respond to the masses and send to the sent by the sender. It refers to the information that is sent back to the sender about the masses effectiveness. So in order to make the communication effective, in order to make the masses effective, feedback is very much important. So feedback, when we give feedback to the sender, it improves the things, right? So in achieving to the intended purpose, feedback can take the various forms. It may be in the form of verbal, it may be in the form of non-verbal, or it may be explicit or implicit, positive, negative, any kind of the feedback could be. And feedback is important everywhere in order to improve the organization's objectives or events. So what here it is, the multilaterality. Why the answers would be the multilaterality? Because here it is, the concept here is the multi and the laterality. So it is a term used to describe the multi-directional nature of the communications, that involves the multiple senders are there, multiple receivers are there, who exchange the masses and the feedback as well, right? So feedback is considered as multilateral, right? Because multiple receivers and multiple senders are there, and they communicate, they exchange the masses, they exchange the feedback, right? So that's why we can say that feedback is considered as multilateral. And here it is the answer, and the reason here it is also given, that it allows for the continuous flow of the information between the sender and the receivers, which facilitates the mutual understanding and adaptations, right? So feedback here it is important. So how the feedback will be the correct options in these questions? Because multilaterality option it is given, which facilitates the mutual understanding and adaptations, and also it allows for the continuous flow of the informations between the sender and receivers, because here the multiple senders and the multiple receivers are there, where we do the continuous flow of the informations. Okay, so in this way we can say that multilateral is the correct options of the questions, which is feedback is considered as multilaterality. Hope this concept is clear to you, everybody. Rashi, it is clear? Okay, great. So now coming to here, the next here it is, that is the list of the softwares are there, and we have to match with the short explanations. So what the softwares it is called here, softwares kya kehta hai, alag alag softwares, so different softwares are there, so we have to match it accordingly. Okay, so what the director it is Pro Tool, Quark Express, Dreamweaver. Okay, so we'll give you the short explanations of the each options here. See the director is basically which you use to multimedia content software tool. Here it is to create the interactive and multimedia rich presentations. So when you are creating the animation content, when you are creating the multimedia content can be of the anything that is of the digital content, whether it is text, whether it is video, whether it is animations, whether it is games, any kind of the multimedia content could be where you design the things. Okay, so that is of the digital content which is designed by the director, and it provides an easy to use interface for the designing and the publishing interactive media content. So animations, videos, photos, any can be there. So interactive content के लिए बनाने के लिए हम डायरेक्टर सॉफ्टवेयर को यूज करते हैं, मल्टीमीडिया कंटेंट को यूज करता है, मल्टीमीडिया कंटेंट को बनाता है बेसिकली. सो दिस सॉफ्टवेयर इज यूज फॉर द इंटरैक्टिव एंड मल्टीमीडिया content which could be any kind of the things, video, audio, text, animations, graphics, any kind. Okay, Pro Tools is basically for the digital audio workstations and softwares. It means that for music production, sound recording, sound editing, audio mixing. So it is used for the audio things only, and it is widely used in the music industries, and it is a powerful audio processing features and high quality audio output. सो प्रो टूल जो है हमारा किस लिए यूज होता है, ऑडियो के लिए यूज होता है, चाहे ऑडियो एडिटिंग हो, साउंड रिकॉर्डिंग हो, म्यूजिक प्रोडक्शन हो, ऑडियो मिक्सिंग करना हो. सो ये पूरा ऑडियो वर्क स्टेशन सॉफ्टवेयर है. ओके, सो प्रो टूल्स इट इज यूज्ड. नाउ क्वार्क एक्सप्रेस जो होता है लेआउट एंड डिजाइनिंग के लिए यूज होता है. न्यूज़पेपर्स की लेआउट डिजाइनिंग करनी है, मैगजीन्स का बनाने हैं, ब्रोशर्स बनाने हैं, पैम्पलेट्स बनाने हैं. सो दिस इज यूज्ड फॉर द लेआउट एंड डिजाइनिंग्स. सो दैट इज it is a desktop publishing software which used for the creating and publishing the digital content, including the brochures, magazines, newspaper, catalogs. Right? It doesn't make the video, it doesn't make the animations. It makes the, that is creating and publishing digital content like the brochures, magazines, newspapers, and catalogs. Basically, we can say that it is basically used for the layout and designing. Okay. Now coming to the Dreamweaver is important. It is nowadays and it is widely used. That is for the web development. Okay, so it is Dreamweaver is the web development software which is used to design, develop, and publish the websites and the web applications. Right? So majorly it is used for the designing the web pages. जितना हम लोग वेबसाइट में पेजेस जो डिजाइन करते हैं, लैंडिंग पेजेस डिजाइन करते हैं और डेवलप करते हैं, कुछ फंक्शंस ऐड ऑन करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ HTML CSS, वो सारी चीजें क्या होती है ड्रीमवेवर से हम बनाते हैं. राइट? सो व्हाट इज हियर HTML इज द हाइपरटेक्स्ट मार्कअप लैंग्वेज, एंड CSS इट इज व्हाट हियर cascading style sheet. Okay, so these are the important things, and so we can match it here. Now we come to the questions part here. So questions part में अगर आएंगे तो easily you can answer it now. So Dreamweaver, director हमने क्या बोला था कि create the animation and multimedia film, it is easily. So that is one here. C. Pro Tool हमने क्या बोला था, साउंड के लिए, साउंड मिक्सिंग, साउंड एडिटिंग के लिए. So to edit the sound, right? So that is 2B. Okay. क्वाड एक्सप्रेस हमने बोला था लेआउट एंड डिजाइनिंग के लिए. सो दिस इज व्हाट फॉर द लेआउट एंड डिजाइनिंग ऑफ द न्यूज़पेपर्स, मैगजीन्स एंड ऑल. ड्रीमवीवर दैट इज विद द टू क्रिएट द वेब पेजेस यूजिंग द HTML and CSS, that is to create the different web pages. Okay, for the developing of the website. So that is what the 3, that is D, and 4, that is A. So right answer would be 1C. So अगर हम देखेंगे यहाँ पे करेक्ट आंसर जो है 1D. So this is also wrong. And that is if it is your answer, so your answer is also wrong, right? So it will be updated. So this is what the right answer here it is, which we have written on the presentations. So CSS क्या होता है? CSS that is cascading style sheet. Okay, style sheet. Okay, like for an example, there is the table, right? Table दिया हुआ है, right? You have formed the table, and you want to make the more customizations. You want to insert a color, you want to change the font style, you want to do more things, add into the tables. That is with the that can be done with the cascading style sheet, that is CSS. Right? So CSS, there is a code like of the HTML. So when you insert it, definitely the more interactive tables will be made. Okay, so that is what the CSS. So cascading style sheet, basically here it is it may be with the font, it may be with the alignment, it may be with the tables. So that is what with the styles, when you change the style of the things, that is what it is done with the CSS. Okay, it may be it also add the colors. Understood यानी? Okay, great. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट हियर इट इज द फाइंड आउट द करेक्ट सीक्वेंस ऑफ द फॉलोइंग थ्योरीज. ठीक है, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आपको कंफ्यूजन होगा बिकॉज दिस इज ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस ऑफ द 2010. ठीक है, 2010 की क्वेश्चंस है, एंड दिस क्वेश्चन वाज चैलेंज्ड बिकॉज हियर द ऑप्शंस आर रॉन्ग। ऑप्शन जो है यहाँ पे थोड़ा गलत आपको मिल सकता है, यू कैन नॉट फाइंड द राइट ऑप्शन हियर, इट इज बिकॉज द थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक्स है इसमें। तो चलिए, dependency theory, cultivation theory, critical theory, usage and gratification theory, here it is given. So what the correct answer here it is? So let's go through with the explanation part. So explanation part में आएंगे, so this is what here it is. अगर आप देखेंगे यू विल फाइंड मोर ओवर ऑन द क्रिटिकल थ्योरीज इन द फर्स्ट। ठीक है, क्रिटिकल थ्योरीज में आप सबसे पहले इसको देखेंगे, मैक्स होमक्यूमर ने इनको डिजाइन किया, डेवलप किया क्रिटिकल थ्योरी को। सो यू विल फाइंड द क्रिटिकल थ्योरी एट फर्स्ट, वेरी फर्स्ट। ओके, if you go and google it, so you will find it critical theory was first developed, and after that cultivations and all. Okay, but in more of the book you will find the critical theory was more developed, it was more developed, and it was examined and criticized of the all theories in the 1980s and the 1990s. Okay, so it was taken at so maybe if the option is very much early of the critical theory, so definitely it will be. So both it is correct here. So now with the others theories, so cultivation theory की बात करेंगे, तो cultivation theory it was developed in the 1960 by the George Zubner and the Larry Gross. Okay, so George Zubner and that is Larry Gross that developed the theories, cultivation theories, in the 1960s, and it explores the long-term effects of the media exposure on the audience and how it shapes their perceptions of reality. ठीक है, so perceptions को कैसे shape करता है, that is what here the cultivation, how the cultivate the audience, how it change the how the mass media change the perception of the audience. This is described in the cultivation theories. Okay, using in the gratification theory was developed in the 1970s by the 𝗍𝗫 and the 𝗍𝗫. Okay, it focuses on the reason why people use media and how media satisfy their needs and desires. So they are if you go through the individuals, so each and every individual having the different needs and the desires. Like you may watch the comedy nights, I may watch the Dancey Da Dance, and other may watch the other programs. So their different needs and desires are there, so their reactions are also different. So why the people use the media, that the region here it is described in the uses and the gratification theory, which was developed in the 1970s by the 𝗍𝗫 and the Blummer. Okay, if you go through the dependency theory, that is it is also communication theory, very important communication theory, that is developed by the Sandra Ball-Rockies and the Melvin DeFleur. Okay, so dependency theory, it is by the Melvin DeFleur and the Sandra Ball-Rockies, that was developed in the 1980s, and it explains how people are influenced by the media messages and how media shape their attitudes and their beliefs. Okay, very much and short explanations are here it is given, so they may give you in the match of the following type questions, so you have to go through it, right? So each and every explanation is important. So what about the critical theory? Critical theory, which is like the Douglas Klenner and the Mark Foster, it emphasizes the role of the media in promoting the dominant ideologies and the needed to critique and the challenges them, right? So in the critical theories में हमने क्या किया, हमने जितने हमारी थ्योरीज हैं, जितने हमारे मॉडल्स को हमने उसको क्रिटिसाइज किया, चैलेंजेस किया, हमने आइडियोलॉजीज को डोमिनेट किया, प्रमोट किया. सो दिस इज व्हाट हियर इट इज इन द क्रिटिकल थ्योरीज. चार जो कम्युनिकेशन थ्योरीज हैं, इसमें हमें क्रिटिकल थ्योरीज विच वाज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. सो ज़्यादा थ्योरीज जो पहले आए उसको बाद में भी क्रिटिकल थ्योरीज जो है फॉर्म हुई और उसको क्रिटिसाइज किया गया, राइट. सो ये हमारे क्रिटिकल थ्योरीज हैं. सो अगर आप एग्जैक्ट ईयर में जाएंगे तो एग्जैक्ट ईयर इज नॉट हियर, इट इज रिटन हियर, इट इज as approx, because if it is 1976, so it will be written it is 1980. Okay, 1980s. Okay, if it is 1960s, it means if it is 1954, so sorry, 1956, so definitely it will be written as 1960s. Okay, so in this way it is written. Okay, do not, it is not the right years, it is with the es. Okay, 1980s, early 80s, early later 70s. So in this way it is written. Okay, so correct, it is written as here. If you go through it is written, it is here. Okay, that is 1960, 1974, if it is that, it is 1970s. Okay, and dependency theory, if it is 1970s, it is called 1980s. Okay, so in this way here it is written. So that is what the correct sequence of the following theories. It is all clear everybody? जल्दी से बताएंगे, क्लियर है? ओके, ऑल राइट. So now the bonus here, it is what the along with the doubts, all doubts here it is given to you. You may take the screenshot and go through it. So that is what the list of the models and theories with the founder's name here it is written. So you can take the screenshot, or you may watch the video later on, which when we will upload the videos. Okay, so all the important theory here it is with the given, that is 1 to 15 models and theories here it is given, and it is all it is important. Some might be the new for you, like it may be the social learning theory, that is Albert Bandura, that is in the 1977. Media richness theory, right? Media richness theory in the 1984 by the Richard L. Daft and Robert L. H. Langell. And here it is agenda building, that is of the 1984 John Kingdon. Okay, elaboration, that is this question was asked. Okay, ELM, it is in the soft form, it is called ELM, elaboration likelihood model, which was by the Richard E. Petty and the John T. Capico. Okay, so this all is important, and some it is the cultural studies is here new for you. So it is all important. Technological determinism, that is Harold Ennis and the Marshall McLuhan. So who coined the term technological determinism, it is different, and who developed the technological determinism is different. Okay, so coined the term, it is different. If you go through the technological determinism, who coined the technological determinism, that is the answer, it is the Veblen. Okay, Thorstein Veblen. Who coined the technological determinism, that is Thorstein Veblen. If it is asked to you that who developed the technological determinism, that is Harold Ennis and the Marshall McLuhan. Okay, it is clear, concept is clear. So remember it, all the things, it is very much important, all the models and theories. Okay, it is clear, everybody. Everybody will say now happy with the today's class. It was beneficial, it was revisions. I hope I tried my best to provide you all the things. Great. Chale, great. Okay, thank you so much. Great. चले, तो बाकी सारे जितने हमें जितना हो सकता है बेस्ट, आई विल प्रोवाइड यू. कीप ऑन आस्किंग द थिंग्स, योर डाउट्स इन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप. आई विल ट्राई टू provide the solutions on the websites, share the link with you, and try to answer immediately in the WhatsApp only. Okay, so this video will be definitely shared with you all. Okay, so yes, no, there will be not 9 p.m. classes. Take your time and study well. जो भी ये चीजें नई चीजें नहीं पढ़ना है, जो भी चीजें रिवाइज है उसको पढ़िए. There will be no classes on the 9 p.m. Only one classes will be there at the 7 p.m. If it is not 7 p.m., then it will be 9 p.m. Okay, so we'll provide a lot of the things to you. Okay, take care.